Views and opinions expressed on this show belong solely to the hosts and their guests and do not reflect the views of any outside institutions unless explicitly stated. What's going on, Canna Fam? Welcome back to Cannabis Cum Laude's A Closer Look at Community. My name is Justin Closser, and my goal is to help provide a platform for the members of the local cannabis community to share what they're working on. The hope is to allow them to build their brand and expose you listeners to a larger variety of products and services. In this effort, I believe we'll be able to build a network in which we can all support each other and grow as a community. The plan is to release an episode every Wednesday. In addition, on the first Wednesday of every month, we're going to hold a community hangout virtually in collaboration with Tommy Potseed that we're going to attempt to record as well. Also, we started a Discord server called Cum Laude Community Hangout. This is a great place for members of the community to chat, ask questions, interact with each other without the fear that Mark Zuckerberg's going to put you in timeout. So without further ado, elevate your state of mind and enjoy the show. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cannabis Cum Laude's A Closer Look at Community. We have a repeat offender here today, Mr. Logan Palumbos. It is 2 days after Dabapalooza, and I figured what better week to do a recap than right after it happened. We get the fresh deets, get everything that's going on. So today we're going to recap what's going on for Dabapalooza and also what's going on in Logan's day-to-day since we last talked to him. How you doing today, Logan?
Oh, not too bad. How about yourself, Justin?
Fantastic, man. Fantastic.
Oh, good. Well,
Thank you for joining me again.
Oh, I appreciate you having me. It's been one crazy weekend.
Absolutely. I could tell right off the bat, just looking at your T-shirt, that you guys did it right. Like, that's a sick T-shirt, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank X-Rated for that one.
Okay.
This man put together a whole bunch of stuff for us. He threw some stickers together for practically everyone. Threw T-shirts together. He just did it all out. He honestly helped out a lot.
Oh yeah. I think we're going to be bringing him on an episode here, so we'll get his take on it too. It'll be exciting.
Okay. That'll be
so
very nice.
Walk me through what it was like before we even get to the event. Walk me through what it was like trying to set this thing up, because I feel like you had a little bit of a roller coaster ride.
Oh yeah, at a couple points I thought I wasn't going to be able to do it. When I first did it, I thought it was going to be 20 to 25 people. So I was like, oh, this would be awesome to get some people together, throw some gram dabs down, and that'll be that. I didn't think anything of it. I threw it up on the page because most of my posts get 5, 6, 7. Every occasional post will get in the teens likes, but then I'll throw something up and it'll, like, when it came to this, it got bombarded with likes and people being like, where is this? What time? How can I, what can I do? And it was just, it was crazy. At first I was going to throw it over at a public park, and I was like, oh, well, 20, 25 people at a public park isn't going to cause that much of a ruckus. So I decided after it blew up, I hit over 50 people, hit the accept button on the event page on Facebook. I was like, well, now I kind of have to find somewhere a little bit more private where, where I needed somewhere where I could have, actual vendors where we did some cool stuff and couldn't really get in trouble for it. So I hit up my buddy and he was like, yeah, come on out. This will be awesome. And after a little bit, I kind of convinced him because I hit him up when I first thought about it, and he was too unsure because I'm pretty sure he thought it was going to be a camping event. But
Oh,
then
okay.
we talked about it, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, never mind. It'll be perfect. Let's do it." So I was like, "That's awesome. Let me mow some stuff down because it was an overgrown lot, and it took forever to find someone to help me mow. Eventually, I decided, screw it. We're gonna go and buy a mower and a trimmer, and we're just gonna go to town."
Knock it out.
It took me about 2 weeks,
How
and
big of an area did you mow?
a decent size, but it wasn't a lot. Like when you
Okay.
think about it, but it was a lot because
So tall.
James is whose land it was. We ended up just going to town one day, and then I went back a couple other times and just did some stuff myself. And so over the process of 2 weeks, I got probably just the main circle where the food vendor was and like
Okay.
the entrance way. And then the day before, Ian actually said, "Hey, let's let me find someone for you. I might have someone that can help you like mow it with an actual mower." And it just so happened to be my next door neighbor. And so I was like, "All right, sweet." So I got home from work. We went out there and we went to town probably about 3, 4 hours later. We had a pretty decent area where we could say, "All right, we could throw down in here." Not all of it's completely mowed down, but it's for the most part, it's good enough.
Oh yeah, man.
So, I
Next year,
mean,
now that you know, you got plenty of time to get ahead of it, and it's gonna be mint.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
Bro, everything's fat fingers. Hit the pause button there, guys. Sorry, it's gonna be a weird cut. I'm gonna leave this in because I think it's interesting. Um, I might not. We'll see. Anyway, uh, so yeah, everything's got to start somewhere, right? You guys went out thinking you were gonna have 20 people show up to just get high, and you ended up throwing 100 some odd person event. That's pretty awesome. Like, that's pretty commendable. I kind of threw numbers out there ahead of time. I guess I should have let you maybe divulge how successful it went. But okay, so coming up to the process, how did you run like your I'm trying to think of a way to say this without I guess ticketing is probably the best way that I could come up. Like, was there like a
well,
ticketing process? Was it like
so the way that I ran the rules is it was a free event originally because I thought it was going to be
just a little
20,
party?
25 people. And then I started saying, "Hey, let me see if I can't build this bigger thing." As it started getting 50 people. And as soon as James hopped on board, I was like, "All right, well, let me see if I can't get some sponsors and, or some bigger name vendors. So, Rock City Premium hopped on board. They were
Nice.
a real big sponsor. They ended up getting my David Johnson, the cook. He came
Nice.
out and he was amazing. Um, he was passing out joints to everybody as he was cooking the burgers and everything. It was awesome. That's
How'd
what at
that
least
run?
that's
Was that like did you guys have like a I don't know, was it like a stand or was it just free food? You know what I mean?
yeah, no,
Like,
it was a stand. So it was we paid David to come out, and he was charging per burger.
nice. Okay.
So it was a way for him to make money as well on the
Yeah,
side, and
absolutely. For his time,
make
for
make
sure.
everybody but
Yeah,
it was
for
just
sure. It's a service, man. It's like people take for
exactly.
granted how much it sucks to stand over a grill. I'm not knocking him charging for the burgers at all. I was just curious, honestly,
No, no, yeah, yeah.
how you did it. More so because we obviously have talked about we have some events coming down the line, and I'm just tossing ideas around in my head to see what I think is going to be the best way to go about doing this.
Honestly, it's a lot cheaper to hire someone than to hire a food truck. We looked into a food truck originally, and we were going to be well. My brother was going to be spending about 12 to 1400, and then they ended up canceling because they ended up getting some trucks vandalized, and we ended up hitting up David and saying,
That's
"Hey,
crazy, dude. I would think for sure that with an event like that, that a food truck would just want to be there to make money. I would think they
right."
would just want the heads up. So what was
But
it like,
so
man? What was it like when you were setting up the actual day? Like you got out there, you
well, the first things first, the actual day, I still wasn't 100% ready. I had to get some tables. I went out, picked up a couple tables, and luckily this lady let me borrow some for free. And then that very morning, like right when I woke up, the porta potty person said that they were gonna message me the day before and say,
and they
oh, what
didn't.
time they're gonna come out there and everything, because it was supposed to be pay on delivery. And they ended up saying, oh, I forgot to message you when I called them right when I woke up, and they said, hey, I forgot to message you. I'm gonna be out there in a half hour. How soon can you be out there? I was out in Rochester at Walmart still like trying to find a megaphone, and then
Did
I
you
ended
find
up
it?
going all the way out there because he said, hey, you know what? I'll drop it off. Just pay me another day once we go and pick it up. We'll pick it up like a little bit later because you don't need this unit right away. So I was like, all right, thank God we still have a porta potty because the house isn't like in a condition and that you can go and use the bathroom. It's still in renovation unit. Um, so it was it was a little nerve wracking thinking we weren't going to have a porta potty because I wasn't too worried about the males, but when it comes to the females going to the bathroom, I'm not trying to say, hey, there's a
There's the
forest
wood
there
line.
too, right? Like it's a little disrespectful on my part, so I had to make sure that happened.
Yep.
But as soon as I got there, it was just kind of set up some flyers so that way people knew where to pull in because we couldn't use the actual driveway, we used the lawn. And there was divots on each side, so I had to make sure nobody fell in there.
Right. Oh
Had to go back and set up my table, and just kind of remove the porta potty too because it was kind of in the way. First person to show up was David, the cook, and he set up right in front, which was perfect. He did his thing.
What time was that?
I want to say he showed up around like 11:30 ish.
When do you have people start rolling in?
People started coming in at 2.
Okay.
But all the vendors started coming in around like noonish,
Okay.
and which was kind of perfect because they needed the time to set up. It was honestly 2 hours was the perfect amount of time for vendors to set up.
Did you guys all pregame?
A little bit here and
Were you
there. I
all
mean,
getting lit?
we tried to as much as we could. I was running back and forth trying to take a dab multiple times, but I couldn't get a dab in because there was so much stuff going on at once.
Oh yeah, man.
We had Ian setting up his tent. We had Connor setting up his tent. Shania setting up hers. Just everybody was setting up their tents for their booths, and it was just crazy.
Oh yeah. So
I,
walk me through the tents then.
all right,
Now that we're there, like how were they set up? Who had
so
what going on? You know what I mean?
yeah. I wish I could pull up pictures. Hold on, but I
Send
hope I
them
didn't
over to
park
me.
them.
Send them over to me. I'll pop them in.
I got you. Is it gonna pause if I scroll out so I can see where they were on my map? Like not
It'll
on my map,
pause
but
the
on my
video.
pictures?
That's fine. It says TH Dabfather. It's cool. Go ahead.
Okay. Uh, Dabapalooza page. So we got,
Share your screen on your phone.
huh?
I wonder if you could share your screen on your phone.
Don't know if I can now. I might be able to though. I'm not too sure. So right when you pulled in, there was David with the cook.
Yep.
And you would walk back through like kind of like a fort, like a tree gate almost.
Okay.
And there was X-rated right to your right.
Okay.
and there was a trail that would go back, and there was Yulee V.
Okay.
There was Rock City Premium, and
was Yulee doing any rapping?
He wasn't rapping. He was doing his spray art.
Yeah, I saw the videos of his art. Those are awesome.
Yeah, his art was wild. Hold on, let me pull in here and show you all.
I actually think I saw the video of him making that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was this guy here. It was I told him I was gonna get a time lapse of him making a piece that day. So I was like, you know what? What's a better piece than the piece that I'm purchasing from him? So
yeah,
I thought it was too perfect.
Man. That's a sick piece. Yo, his artwork's
great,
I love people.
It.
If you haven't seen it, check it out. And if you talk to him, tell him he's got to come on one of my episodes.
Then there was on the other side, there was Family Rock.
Family Rock.
There was Sheila with her art.
Nice.
And then right next to that was my technically that was a whole loop around, but there wasn't. Hold on, let me come back to you. So technically, the way it was, let me come on here. You would come in here. This is where I was talking about would be like the tree line would be like right here.
Okay.
Then you would come in here. Ian's right here.
Yep.
Then this is a big opening right here. I was right here with my booth, and then there was a circle going around.
Yep.
But we had a truck parked right here, so it was kind of blocked off because my brother, Rock City Premium, was right here. The boutique was right here. Yulee was over here doing a spray because he needed a decent amount of space.
Yeah.
Then we had Sheila was right next to me. Family Rock was down next to Sheila. And then there was one more. Hold on here. Where am I missing one? I know I'm missing one, but I can't find it. I don't think there was an actual picture of the booth. I'm a little sad. There's one more that I'm forgetting, and I'm sorry that I'm forgetting.
Comment on the video and tell me who you are, and I will make sure you get the proper shout out.
I will comment just because I'm forgetting, and I don't want to like pause the video again and leave multiple times.
Man, listen, we can also, if you want, go ahead and just shoot me the name if you think of it before I release, and I'll like put it in the comments or something.
Throw a little tag up on there. Well, I'm saying my little rant about forgetting.
Yeah, something. Hey man, listen, this is the community episode. We're trying to hang out, smoke, chit chat, and like have a good time, right? So coming with smoking every now and then you get a brain fart, you know what I mean? Like it happens. It's okay. I forgive you.
I smoked a decent amount of rosin today. I think this will be like my fourth dab since I got it, and I've just gotten it right after work today, so.
That's so weird to me. Hey, you guys, are you doing it cold right now, or are you preheating it?
I'm preheating. I've actually been using this guy here.
Okay.
Testing my temperature. Because with rosin, I don't like going anywhere. Like, I like it really cold, so I run it like 535 to 40 degrees.
Okay.
Which is really low temp because I like.
That's your pro tip from TH Stepfather. Watch the meter. What's that thing called? Plug that while you're there.
Yeah. Terpometer.
Terpometer. Nice. Do they sponsor you?
No, I wish.
They should.
I'm trying to get a couple different sponsors. There's one that is the official dab tray is one that I've been trying to work with.
Okay. You heard that, official dab tray.
All right, here we go.
Ooh, he rubs it right up the side. puts the dab on the banger. Or it gets the burn again. Oh, yeah. Those turp balls are awesome. I think I got to get me some of those.
Definitely, yeah. They're
Did I call them the right name?
Terp Pearls.
Come again? Terp
Terp
Pearls?
Pearls.
Oh, I forgot. I think you
Same
told me that
difference,
last
though.
time.
Same exact difference, though. Or no difference is what I mean. Yeah.
I've always said same difference.
Yeah?
I'm with you, yeah. That's a weird thing, right?
Okay.
It doesn't make any sense, but I grew up
It doesn't sound right when you're high.
No, doesn't sound right at all. I mean, it's probably not right. I mean, I don't know. But all right, so what was each booth like, right? That's what I really am curious.
All
so
right.
like I saw X-Rated had a bunch of stuff there, and without looking at the picture, I can't even remember what he had going on.
So X-Rated.
To be honest, he's the only booth picture that I've seen so far. So
I have a whole video that's going to be coming out at some point over on my YouTube channel that's going to be going through the whole thing. But it was so X-Rated had a whole bunch of t-shirts, whole bunch of Dabapalooza shirts, whole bunch of stickers, and then the X-Rated merch, which is flowers, the concentrates, the edibles, everything X-Rated.
Did I see somebody had clones there?
Had what?
Clones there? Or plants?
I think so, yes. Yes.
I'll cut this out if you want me
that's to. That's the one that I was I'm forgetting.
Okay. I saw the one video you had. I saw a plant. I was like, he went by that pretty quick.
I didn't even notice it until after in the pictures. I'm not gonna lie, I was really high at that point.
Sorry, I cut you off. You were talking about X-Rated and all his products.
So X-Rated, and then there was
Yuli doing his art.
Yuli doing his art, which was honestly pristine because he was doing like custom pieces. He did a Rick and Morty piece for my brother. He did a Stone Temple one for another person that just came out pristine. I'm sure everybody who's on the page saw that. But there was the boutique right up in that plaza, which was all glass products, all dab related, all your smoking needs, blunt wraps, glass products.
Nice.
Basically, they're a glass shop.
Okay.
They're a smoke shop, I should say. Sorry, she wanted a bong.
You're good, man. Happy wife, happy life.
So she had all of her like plants and like she had a whole bunch of different like potteries and everything, which was awesome.
Nice,
I really
nice.
like that. I'm pretty sure that was the video you saw. That was the same booth that had the plant. All the pottery there was just pristine. I really, really liked it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people picked up some plants and everything from her too. And it wasn't just cannabis plants. It was all sorts
plants.
of
yeah, absolutely.
And
Family Rocks.
Family Rocks was honestly awesome. She gave me a really awesome giveaway that Bobby Crawford won. I threw it together, not last minute, but she threw me when she arrived. I saw her full setup and saw these mushrooms at her setup that were crystal mushrooms. And I was like, those are awesome. I kind of have to come back and get one. And she goes, here, take it, do it for a giveaway or something. So I said, all right, that's awesome. I can add it to my collection, which I had a custom Rex booby bubble, well, not booby bubble, but booby pendant that I had for a giveaway as well, that I kind of combined those two. And one, which I thought was awesome. She had all of her crystals and everything, all her necklaces, all her rings and everything. That was awesome. Then there was Sheila. Sheila has her art.
That's who it was. Yeah, it was me who was too high to remember. You said Sheila. That's
yeah,
right.
Sheila.
Yep.
And I believe there's videos up of her son taking the big rip challenge over from Rock City Premium. That was, I think, probably about a gram and a half. Yeah, he took it and he didn't even cough. Yeah.
BS.
It,
Was there anything left in the banger?
I don't believe so. I'm pretty sure he just took it.
What a champ.
Yeah, he was
Come on.
taking it. Like,
Dude,
I
I thought
couldn't
I
do
was
it.
going to die after my video I did for you. I mean, I was good for like 10 minutes and then it just hit me. It was like, no.
Right.
Oh.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
But I did it. Won't do it again, probably. half a gram, I think, is where I'm going to cap it.
Yeah?
Dude, that 1 grammer, dude, it had me feeling like I was going to cough my lung cells out.
Oh, you said you're more of a flower person though before, right?
I'm typically a flower power guy.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that makes sense then. So you're like, all right, this is a whole different high than I normally like.
Well, I mean, I dab. Don't get me wrong. I definitely dab. I just like, it wasn't really so much the high as much as how much I was coughing. Like I definitely could do a 1.5 gram dab high. I could take that all day, but I would rather take 3 half-gram dabs than a 1.5 gram dab because of how much you have to just keep inhaling. I feel like you take that wax so deep into your lungs, yo. It's got to be like coated in there. Like, oh, I don't know. It just makes me like think that I'm going to start coughing out my lung cells, exactly like I just said.
That just made me think because when Yuli first got there, I had him take a dab off of the I don't know if I have it over here, but the Dr. Dabber. I'm pretty sure I had it on the last community. And I'm pretty sure I threw probably a good globber like that. I don't know if you can really see that.
Yeah.
But a good globber like that on him, and he looked at me probably about 20 minutes later and goes, "I was just dying the last 20 minutes. I am really high," and just continues on. And then later on, he goes, "Bro, I can't take another dab. That'll just kill me." I thought, and oh, bro, it was amazing. He was stoned as hell.
Not to like sidetrack off, but at Tommy's thing, I had a family member who brought his girlfriend, and I let her use this thing. She's usually like a bowl lasts her a day and a half, and yeah, she took 100 milligram edible and did this, and was telling me like today. I talked to her today. She was like, "Yo, I was freaking out. Like that was too much. That was." I'm like, hey, I didn't realize that was how little you smoked, you know? But like she did it wasn't like a huge dab. I think really that edible kind of set it off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, see, I was about to say after you say that, this is what I ate today, like just before this session. And then I took a rosin dab, and now I'm about to take another dab. Like, I just don't stop on a day-to-day basis.
You, sir. Because you are a man of my fellow heart who smokes just as much as I do, maybe arguably more as far as THC intake since you dab so much.
Yeah.
You should listen to our episode with Dr. Ethan Russo about cannabinoid hyperemesis syndrome.
I did.
Okay.
You think I haven't subscribed already? I'm subscribed and everything. I get all the notifications.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't doubt that. It was our newest episode, so maybe you didn't have time yet, you know?
Oh, no, I listened to them at work.
Awesome. Dude, love to hear that. Love to
Perfect.
Hear that. Okay, so we're getting pretty lengthy here, but I don't care. I feel like it's good content. Maybe I could chop out some of the parts where we're looking through the phone and shit. But
yeah.
I want to know really like what was the vibe like while everybody was there? And then I don't want you to get into the cool ass thing on the video yet, so don't bring that up yet. That
Okay.
I'm gonna make that its whole own topic following this.
Okay.
But the vibe there, like, what was that like? Because at one point I saw a video of people and everybody was lined up, sitting down, and I'm pretty sure every one of them people was rolling something separate. Anyway, just what was it?
Probably.
Yeah, they were. Every person
I mean,
that was getting panned was like twisted up.
yeah, there were so many people. Like you would look one way, there would be a heady fabric. You would look another way, and there would be someone ripping a bong. You would look another way, and there'd be someone ripping a excuse my language, but a blunt this big, or a joint that was this big, and it was just all sorts of different stuff. It was amazing.
Did you guys
I'll
have
tell you
music
one
going
of the
on at all? Sorry.
yeah, I mean there was different music at different spots. Cause there's
Okay,
I mean
yeah.
we didn't want it to be too loud where you couldn't hear everybody. Where everybody's
that's
high.
perfect.
You don't want to.
You got a vibe you
know,
could
you
go
want
on and listen to.
Exactly. So we had some reggae playing at different spots, and it was very chill, very mellow. Honestly, it was amazing. We had zero issues.
That's perfect. Over 100 people, it's always nervous.
Yeah, I want to say, well, my brother told me that there was probably about 100 and I want to say probably at max 140. Yeah,
people.
it was
for a 1-month event, bro. That's pretty good.
I appreciate that.
That's
I tried everything I possibly could, so I threw it together, and honestly, I'd say it was a 2-month event. After I posted it a month ahead, but I say it was a 2-week event
started
because
planning it.
Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna hit that heavy, so then after 2 weeks, I was like, you know what, I really got to get into this stuff.
Oh yeah. Man.
But I'll tell you one of the events besides the one you're telling me not to talk about, I won't say, but I'll tell you one of the events was presented by X Rated, and it was amazing. It was the pinata.
Okay.
And that was just filled with a whole bunch of edibles, goodies, like all sorts of edibles, all sorts of cannabis, all sorts of concentrates, everything, pre-rolls.
How'd you work that?
And, well, we had females break it because if it was males that was breaking it wouldn't be fair. They would just break it open in one swing.
Okay.
So we had them hit the bong, put the blindfold on, spin 3 times, and swing, and it fell a couple times. We ended up having to hang it up on we ended up having to retie it because the piece that was hang it broke off. So we ended up using a tow hitch that was actually already hooked up to the tree, and it was perfect. So we just there was a whole bunch of people. I got great footage of it. I'm super hyped for this video. It's gonna be great.
I'm excited to see that video too, man. I didn't know you had a YouTube. I just thought you were on Instagram. So you got to send me that YouTube link, and we'll put that at the end of the show here too. And then I'll subscribe, obviously.
I appreciate that.
And all of you should subscribe too. It doesn't cost you anything to push the button.
What this man said.
Anyway, that's pretty sweet. So they did the pinata, and then was the other thing like a collaboration effort, or was that him as well?
That was him. Well, that was all X-rated. I got to give him his credit where it was due.
Bring it up. Dive right in.
He ended up. I messaged him. He jumped in probably about a week before, and messaged him, and he was like, "Hey man, if you need money for the event, I got you. Let me help you out." And he ended up. He's the one that helped me find Bobby, which is my neighbor, to help me mow. And It
That's
was
so
just
funny how that worked out. I'm sorry.
it's a small world. It really is. Um, but no, he said he wanted to do the what he said, and I was trying to give him ideas and everything. We were bouncing it back and forth for a little while, and he ended up just doing what he said. It was crazy. I
Yo, if you haven't seen this video, you got to go see it. I don't
I was gonna say,
necessarily know that I could get down with the abuse of the cannabis like this, but it is awesome though. It is really awesome to see. They just freaking it's I mean, I'm just gonna cut to the chase. It was it a leaf blower? What the hell was that thing? They
yeah,
filled
it was
up
a leaf blower.
they filled up a leaf blower. They made like
One
this
pound of
makeshift
cannabis,
bowl. A pound was in there,
a,
dude.
pou-
I thought
a
it was like
pound
an
of cannabis,
ounce.
a pound of
Holy
cannabis, a
shit.
pound of wax, or not a pound of wax, an ounce of wax, and a little bit of distillate.
Wow.
Yeah,
And then what did you do with that? You just blew it in
blew
people's
it
faces?
blew it at everybody, bro. By the
Did
end
it
of the
actually
time,
get you high, or did you feel like you weren't inhaling?
I mean, you couldn't breathe.
Fair
Like you
enough.
were coughing so much, like you were definitely high. It was like being in a
Fair
field
enough.
of lit on fire.
It sounds like it was worth it then. Fuck.
It even looked like it. Like by the time he was done, it was cloudy everywhere. It was
Dude, it looked wild. Yeah, I was
it
like,
was
yo, what did I miss?
man. I wish you were there. That would have been next year.
Hey,
Next
yeah,
year,
next
man.
year, next year I know the plan for it, right? And we're gonna make this a collaboration effort, people. Let's like all seriously, like Rochester's not that big of a place. Let's all get together and throw one banger. We don't need to be divided. Let's all come together. That is the whole point of this show, is to present to you what other people have in the community to offer so that we can all stay tight knit, right? Like, let's come together as a community. Logan did a wonderful job of throwing together the Dabapalooza. Tommy Potsy did a great job of doing his East Side event, his little chill and grill. I'm sure we'll talk to him at some point. And
I
just
want
so
to see that
everybody
one.
can clear the air, there was never a competition. They were honestly trying to do it together originally, and it just didn't work out as far as location goes. And so they decided to make it more accessible to everybody and split it up. I just want to
We
make
were
sure that is
coordinating
100% clear. Yeah. Yeah, man. So I'm 1000% stoked that Dabapalooza went off without a hitch, dude. I'm so excited. I really want to make that a combined thing for the future. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really
That
want
would be
us
amazing.
to all just be able to throw a huge banger. It sounds like you got the space for it, right? And if not, if we do find a more central location, cool. But if not, at the end of the day, people go to Massachusetts and other states. And I understand that some people have families, but at this point, you now have a year warning. Next 7/10, Logan is going to be doing a Dabapalooza.
Yeah.
Let's try to make it a community
Forgot
thing.
about it. Go
You know what I
follow
mean?
the Instagram at rock.dabapalooza. That's where you're gonna find all the information on next year. Honestly, that's the best bet. I tried Facebook, and not everybody that showed up was on the page, so not everybody got all the information. But if you're on the Instagram page, you will get all the information that I possibly can give you.
You heard it here first. Go to the Instagram. Maybe it wasn't first, but anyway. Anything else you wanna tell the world you got going on, or anything exciting happening in the life of Logan?
Nothing too exciting. I just wanted to say thank you for thank you to all the people who came out to Dabapalooza. You guys helped me make this an absolute banger. I hope everybody else that wasn't able to make it had a blast at all the events last work time they had. You know, hopefully you got a couple times to stop out and get a dab if you were working. Hopefully all you guys at Tommy Pot Seed had a great time.
It was a good time.
So
sure.
I talked to you and Tommy about it. You guys both said it was a great time. Which I'm very, very glad. I really feel bad that you guys didn't get to come out. I wish it was a little bit closer, more accessible.
Honestly, dude, we would have been able to make it work if I had more notice of like what was going on. If I could have worked something out with my fiance as far as work goes, but like being that far out away from my kid, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm a freaky weird parent, but
I get it.
I'm still getting into the comfortable stage.
I get it, man.
But cool, man. I want to say thank you so much for joining me again. I appreciate you taking over an hour of your time to sit here and chat with me. And I can't wait to hear what's going on with next year's Dabapalooza. So without a doubt, everybody, hell yeah, man. It's going to be a wonderful time. So with that, guys, I think we're going to call it. And as always, elevate your state of mind.
Have a good one.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Cannabis Cum Laude's Closer Look Community. I've been your host, Justin Closser, and this week's guest has been Logan Palumbos. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Cannabis Cum Laude's Closer Look Community. I've been your host, Justin Closser, and this week's guest has been Logan Palumbos, TH Dabfather on Instagram, and founder of Rochester's Dabapalooza. That's going to be an annual event, so make sure you head on over to Instagram, check out his page, check out the Rock Dabapalooza page, follow them both, and when you get done with that, head on over to Cannabis